So now we are going to study rotation when the center was not origin. In yesterday's class, my voice is not audible enough. Is that the case with everyone, or is it just with Aman? My voice is audible enough? Okay. For majority of you, it's audible. Okay. Rest of you guys, just check your internet connection if possible. Okay, so as I was saying that today we are going to start with rotation when the center is not the origin. कल की class में हमने rotation study किया था जब center was origin. So you have a question in front of you. In this question you have to rotate this shape through 90-degree clockwise about the point -1, 2. So this point -1, 2 is your center of rotation. Okay, so -1, 2, -1, -2 is this point. This is my center of rotation. I'm going to draw this again. This is my center of rotation. Now this point B is towards the top left, so I'm going to be using this side. From the center of rotation, I'm going to be moving first left and then top. So from this point, I'm going to move 1 unit left. From the center of rotation, I'm going to be moving 1 unit to the left and 3 unit to the top. 1 unit to the left and 3 unit to the top. Now, after 90-degree clockwise rotation, you must agree that this side is going to go over here. So it would become 1 unit to the top and 3 unit to the right. So center of rotation, say 1 unit to the top and 3 unit to the right is this point. Okay, 1 unit to the top and 3 unit to the right. Then for point A, let's again move from the center of rotation, 3 units to the right, 3 units to the left, and 3 units to the top. So 3 units to the left and 3 units to the top. जब आप इसको 90-degree rotate कर लोगे, so you will have to move 3 units to the top and 3 units to the right. So center of rotation say 3 units to the top and 3 units to the right is this point. So this is A prime, this was B prime. For point C, let's check it out. So, okay, I want you guys to try this out. Point C, kahan pe hoga? Tell me the coordinate in the chat box. Tell me the coordinates of point C prime. Point C was 1 unit to the left and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the top. 1 unit to the left and 6 unit top. 90-degree rotate होने के बाद it's going to be 1 unit to the top and 6 unit to the right. So what are the coordinates of point C prime?
4 minus 1.
4 minus 1, are you sure?
5 minus 1.
5 minus 1, yeah. 1 to the top and 6 to the right. It's going to be 5 minus 1. This is C prime. Hence, your triangle A prime, B prime, C prime is going to look like this after a 90-degree clockwise rotation about the point -1, -2. This is center of rotation. Yeah. ठीक है, चलो. Now, if you guys are clear, I can move on. अगर कोई question है तो let stop me. Okay, अभी तक हमने ये देखा कि the figure was given to us and it was told to us कि we need to rotate the figure by 90-degree clockwise or anti-clockwise about a certain point. So far we have done that. Now what do we do if we have the object and the image and the question says describe a simple transformation, okay, and you figure it out कि ये object turn कर रहा है, so it's rotation. Now अगर rotation को describe करना है तो you need three things. You first of all need the center of rotation, you need the angle of rotation, and you need the direction of rotation. Okay, so these are the three things required to describe the transformation of rotation. So I'm going to walk you over कि अगर आपके पास object और image दोनों given है, फिर आप कैसे center of rotation locate करेंगे, सही है? So here this property. Object is given ABC and this was rotated to A prime, B prime, C prime. मुझे center of rotation को locate करना. Now you will be needing a compass in this case because we are going to draw perpendicular bisector. In loci chapters, you must have gotten the skills of drawing a perpendicular bisector. So perpendicular bisector is a line that is going to pass through the midpoint. अब कैसे draw करना है? Point A की image is A prime. So what you are going to do is you are going to connect point A with A dash, and once you have done that with the dotted line, then you are going to draw a perpendicular bisector of A and A dash, which is this line, and then you can take any other point. Either you can take B, then you would have taken B prime. Agar C ले लो तो C prime. So you are going to join the point with its corresponding image and then draw a perpendicular bisector. So A and A prime का perpendicular bisector ये है, B, C and C prime का perpendicular bisector ये है. The point where the two perpendicular bisectors are going to intersect is going to be called the center of rotation. Okay. Okay. So center of rotation is तरीके से find करना. Now, is there anyone who's not clear on how to draw the perpendicular bisector? वो मुझे अभी बताओ. Perpendicular bisector compass से बनाएंगे.
Sir?
Yes.
So to draw a perpendicular bisector, we have to open our compass. Like for example, we are drawing a perpendicular bisector of A and A dash. So we would open our compass more than the half length of A and A dash.
Right, exactly. You're going to so follow my cursor. You're going to keep your compass needle at point A. Okay, you're going to open the compass more than half, and then you're going to draw one arc like this, and you're going to do it both ways, ऊपर भी या नीचे भी. Then you're going to keep your with the same radius. You're going to keep your compass needle at point A dash and draw the arc like this. So you're going to observe that these two arcs are going to intersect like these, and then you're going to join the intersection points of the arcs to draw this line. This line is going to give you the perpendicular. This line is basically the perpendicular bisector. And you can repeat the same process for C and C dash का perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector draw करने के बाद the point of intersection is going to be the center of rotation. ठीक है? अब जब मुझे ये पता चल गया है कि what is my center of rotation, then this thing is checked. I need angle of rotation and direction of rotation. Okay. Direction of rotation, obviously this was my object and this is my image, so I'm going this way. Is this clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay. So in this example, the direction is clockwise. Now I need an angle as well. Ab angle ke liye I'm going to use my protractor. What you are going to do is you are going to connect your point A with the center of rotation and its corresponding image with the center of rotation. Then you are going to measure this angle. Okay, you can use your protractor to measure the angle. Whatever this angle is that is the angle of rotation. Okay, easy. Is there anyone
So we
who
can do the
wants?
same with C and C dash.
You can do the same with C and C dash, but for C and C dash, my friend, you have to connect. ऐसे करना पड़ेगा. You have to connect point C with the center of rotation, and then C dash with the center of rotation, और फिर ये वाला angle measure करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? It's going to be the same angle. Okay. So let's look at this question. Using a scale of 1 centimeter to represent 1 unit on both the axis, draw triangle ABC and triangle PQR with vertices A 2, 2. मैं साथ साथ mark कर रहा हूँ. You guys can follow up. 2, 2, 3, 3, and 1, 4. Okay, that's my triangle ABC. This is A, B, C. Then I have another triangle PQR. P के coordinates हैं 4, 2, 5, 1, and 6, 3. Okay. Question says, okay, first of all, you were asked to draw them. Then the question says, triangle ABC is mapped onto triangle LMN by a 90-degree clockwise rotation with center of rotation at 0, 3. Okay, they have a new triangle over here. That triangle is triangle LMN, and you are asked to draw this triangle. Triangle LMN के coordinates हमें नहीं पता, but we are being told that the triangle ABC is mapped onto triangle LMN by a 90-degree clockwise rotation with the center of rotation at 0, 3. So 0, 3 is this point, right? This is going to be serving as my center of rotation. Now, if the object and the center of rotation is given, you can just take the help of this diagram to mark the image. So it's a clockwise rotation. Point A, center of rotation से कहाँ पर है? So point A is to the bottom right. ठीक है? So I'm going to use this branch. So you will, for point A, you will have to go 2 units to the right and 1 unit downward. 2 unit to the right and 1 unit downward. जब ये 90 degree clockwise rotate हो जाएगा, so this is gonna come over here.
So can we use
So
the
it's
upper
gonna
branch?
be,
Sir, हम
no,
C को
you
connect
can't
कर
use,
लेंगे.
you can't use the, okay, there's a question, you can't use this upper branch abhi because this point A is located downward of center of rotation. तो अगर मैं मेरी diagram में this is the center of rotation, ठीक है? So point A is located over here. So I'll have to take this branch. So I'm going to move 2 units to the right and 1 unit downward. ये था 90 degree clockwise rotate होने के बाद it's going to be this branch. So 2 units downward and 1 unit to the left. So 2 units downward from the center of rotation and 1 unit to the left. This is going to be the image of point A, and the image of point A is point L. Okay, now same goes for point B. B is 3 units to the right. So 3 units to the right and 0 units downward. जब 90 degree rotate हो जाएगा, it's going to be 3 units downward and 0 units to the left. 3 units downward from the center of rotation is this point origin. ठीक है? So I'm going to mark this point. ये मेरा point हो जाएगा M. And point C के लिए फिर क्या करेंगे? Okay, for point C, guys, you will have to use. Let me draw this another diagram. This is center of rotation. Okay, point C is on the top right. So I'm going to use this branch. Point C is 1, From the center of rotation to go to point C, I'll have to travel 1 unit to the top and 1 unit to the right. 1 unit to the top and 1 unit to the right. 90 degree clockwise rotate होने के बाद, ठीक है, it's going to come over here. So 1 unit to the right and 1 unit downward. From the center of rotation, 1 unit to the right and 1 unit downward. ये वाला वो point. So this is point N. You can join L, M, N to get a triangle that is 90 degree clockwise rotation for triangle ABC. Is there anyone who doesn't get it? Sir, is it not necessary कोई angle 90 या 270 ही हो? 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree यही angles आपसे पूछे जाएंगे, ठीक है? Okay, so this is clear, right? Yeah. Okay. If this is clear, I'm going to move on to part B. Part B is saying triangle ABC is the image of triangle PQR, okay, under a rotation. So triangle ABC is mapped onto triangle PQR by a rotation. Find the center of rotation by construction and state the angle of rotation. It would have made more sense if you would have done it yourself on the graph paper. 110 degree rotation, Ariba. Firstly, it's not frequently asked. और अगर let's say मैं कहूँ कि 110 degree की rotation करनी है, तो if you know the center of rotation, ठीक है, फिर आपको उसके लिए अपना protector use करना पड़ेगा. So I don't think we should be doing that right now. सही है? But if you have an example, मुझे email कर देना, मैं उसको अपने iPad पर solve करके आपको picture भेज दूँगा. ठीक है? But I think we shouldn't utilize the class time for an 110 degree rotation. सही है? But I can answer your question. आप मुझे email पे coordinate कर लेना. अच्छा, so where were we? अच्छा, we need to find center of rotation for this mapping. ABC was mapped onto PQR. तो मैंने आपको first step क्या बताया था? When you don't know the center of rotation, you are going to connect the points. You are going to connect the, let's say, point A with its image. So if this is point A, uski image is point P. So I'm going to connect these 2 points and draw a perpendicular bisector. So everyone should agree with me that क्योंकि these are 2 horizontal points, perpendicular bisector यहाँ हो. सही है? अब construction आप लोग graph paper पे कर लोगे. सही है? Then you can take point B and उसकी image is point Q. So if you connect these 2 points and draw the perpendicular bisector, you guys are going to notice that the perpendicular bisector is going to look like this. And the 2 perpendicular bisectors are going to intersect at center of rotation. So this is the center of rotation. And इसके coordinates क्या हैं? Center of rotation के coordinates हैं 3, 1. Okay, now once I have the center of rotation, I'm going to find the angle of rotation. अब angle of rotation find करने के लिए you can connect point A with the center of rotation and connect point B with the center of rotation. Obviously, I can see that this is 90 degree. Okay. Acha, and ABC was mapped onto PQR, right? Acha, nahi.
Yes, sir.
The question says ABC is the image of PQR. So that means PQR was mapped onto ABC. Anti-clockwise, yes. So this is anti-clockwise rotation, or the angle is 90 degree and the center of rotation is 3, 1. Okay. So triangle ABC is the image of triangle PQR under rotation, that is the transformation with center of rotation 3, 1, 90° anti-clockwise. That's how you describe the transformation. सही? How did I get 3, 1? 3, 1 is the center of rotation. मैंने इस तरीके से find किया कि I'm going to connect the point, the two corresponding points. The point A corresponds with point B. सही? तो मैंने इन दोनों को join करके इनका perpendicular bisector draw करना है. इसी तरीके से point B corresponds to point Q. मैंने इन दोनों BQ line का perpendicular bisector draw किया. Once I've drawn the perpendicular bisector, they are going to intersect at center of rotation. So this is how I get 3, 1 is my center of rotation. Once I have the center of rotation, I'm going to connect the point with its image. और फिर मैं angle अपना protector रख के भी measure कर सकता हूँ. So you can keep your protector over here. अब ये तो 90° था, ये तो दिख रहा है, आप देख सकते हैं. But if you cannot, please mute your mic. If it is some another angle other than 90°, so what you can do is you can just use your protector and measure the angle. The answer to the angles will, it's not necessary that it will always be 90° or 180° or multiples of 90. In recent years, it has been seen in the questions that they are usually asking about multiples of 90. But syllabus में ये कहीं नहीं लिखा हुआ कि it cannot be 90°. So the thing is that if the object and image are given to you, okay, and then you have to find the center of rotation. If you have found the center of rotation, फिर आप angle measure कर सकते हो D से, protector से, okay, तो फिर आप angle measure कर लो. Okay, so this is all about rotation. अब अगर कोई question है तो पूछ लो, otherwise I'll jump on to enlargement. फिर मुझे matrices करवाना है. Okay. So in case if someone has any question, you can unmute your mic and ask your question. Okay, anytime. I'm moving on to enlargement now. Okay. Now to start enlargement, one thing you need to be sure that enlargement is a transformation in which the size is going to change. So it's not a big deal to identify whether the transformation is enlargement or not. Agar shapes are not congruent, okay, instead they are similar because the size has been changed, then you can say that the transformation is enlargement. So it's very easy to identify the transformation is enlargement. But when you do so, once you know that it's enlargement, then to describe enlargement, you need few things. You need the center of enlargement and you need the scale factor. These are the two things required to describe this transformation. Okay, if you know these two things, you can describe the transformation of enlargement. If you do not know these two things, then you will have to find out. अच्छा, अब center of enlargement क्या है, इस पे भी हम बात करेंगे, ठीक है, और scale factor पे बात करेंगे. Okay, so in an enlargement of a shape, the image is the same shape as the object, but it is larger or smaller. Okay, so size change हो जाएगा. It's going to be similar. The object and image are not congruent because they are of different sizes, but they are similar. So recall करो congruent and similarity वाला topic. उसमें जो similar figures होते हैं वो enlargement figures हैं. An enlargement is drawn from a given point that is known as the center of enlargement. So this is important. We will need to find this if it is unknown. For 2 times enlargement, each point on the image must be twice as far from the center of enlargement as the corresponding point on the object. For example, if this is the center of enlargement, okay, and ये point है A. Now, if this point is 2 centimeter away from the center of enlargement and the scale factor is 2, then the point B that I'm going to mark, okay, if the scale factor is 2, इसका मतलब है कि इसकी image is going to be twice the distance as compared to its object. So if A was 2 centimeter away, then B must be 4 centimeter away from the center of enlargement. Now, delargement is not any word. Enlargement का ही transformation होगी, सही है? You can say that the image is diminished, it has been reduced, but जो transformation होगी ना वो enlargement ही कहलाएगी. So if you see that image छोटी हो जाती है, then also in exam you are going to write that this transformation is enlargement. अब मैं कुछ cases तुम लोगों को करवाऊंगा कि जिससे आप identify कर सको कि if this what is going to be, how does the image is going to look like. Okay, these are few pointers. I'm going to share this slide with you. If the scale factor K represents the scale factor, okay, if what I'm going to show you what happens if K is greater than 1 or K is greater than, if the scale factor is between 0 and 1. K greater than 1 का मतलब है K can be 2, K can be 2.5, K can be 3, सही है? Between 0 and 1 का मतलब है K can be 1/2, K can be 1/3, something like that. K less than -1 means K must be smaller than -1, which means K can be -2, K can be -3, and K is greater than -1, less than 0 का मतलब है K between K can be -1/2 or -1/4. Okay, so I'm going to show you कि image पे क्या फर्क पड़ता है अगर scale factors in categories में. So the first category that we are going to discuss is what will happen if the scale factor is greater than 1. Okay, if the scale factor is greater than 1, आ जाओ अब देखते हैं कि क्या होता है. Okay, सबसे पहले try to understand what the scale factor is. Scale factor का मतलब है कि scale factor is basically the ratio of its image distance from the center of enlargement divided by object's distance from the center of enlargement. So अगर मेरे पास ये distances हैं, I can find the scale factor. या फिर you can also find the scale factor by dividing the image height with the object height. अब you can see this example, okay? इस example में this is the object and this is the image. So if you count the length of the corresponding sides, this is 3 and this is 6, right? So if I want to find the scale factor, it's the अच्छा corresponding length होनी चाहिए, ठीक है? इस बात का ख्याल रख लेना बस. इस length की corresponding length ये है. So the scale factor is going to be 6/3, that is 2. So as you can see the scale factor मेरे पास पहले से 2 है. So this is one way to find the scale factor, image distance divided by object distance. Or the other way is that you find, if I am taking this point as A, then would you agree that this point is going to be A prime, कि उसकी image होगी? You can find this point's distance from the center of enlargement. Guys, this is my center of enlargement. Now you can calculate the distance of A from the center of enlargement. What is the distance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 centimeter. Okay. So let's find the distance of A dash from the center of enlargement. The distance of A dash from the center of enlargement is 16 centimeter. So even if I want to find the scale factor using the distance of point A from the center of enlargement, then image distance from the center of enlargement is 16 and object distance from the center of enlargement was 8. Hence you are still going to get 2. So this is one way of getting the center of this. These are the two ways of getting the scale factor. Okay. Yes, I'll be uploading all the notes and working on Google Classroom. The college is going to add to the Google Classroom. Okay. Now I want you to make some observation over here. जब आपकी k की value was positive, it was when it was greater than 1. So for example, k की value 2 थी, k की value 3 थी. Can you see that the image is bigger? Because what we are saying is that the image is now going to be twice the size of the object. Let me write down this somewhere over here. See, image का जो distance है, ठीक है, या उसकी height है, that is scale factor multiply by object का distance या उसकी height. अगर आप इमेज की हाइट से डील करें तो ऑब्जेक्ट की भी हाइट कंसीडर करोगे. सो ऑब्जेक्ट का डिस्टेंस सेंटर ऑफ एनलार्जमेंट से था 8. अगर मैं उसको टाइम्स 2 कर देता हूँ, सो आई एम गोइंग टू गेट द इमेज का डिस्टेंस. या ऑब्जेक्ट की जो हाइट थी वो थी 3. अगर मैं उसको स्केल फैक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई कर देता हूँ, ठीक है, तो यू आर गोइंग टू गेट इमेज की हाइट दैट इज 6. ओके, नाउ द ऑब्जर्वेशन. हम ऑब्जर्वेशंस पे बात कर रहे थे कि अगर मेरा स्केल फैक्टर greater than 1 है, which means it can be 2, 3, 4, 2.5, 1.5. Okay, so you should note two things, observe two things. कि image की size is greater than the object, image is bigger than the object, ठीक है. And the next observation is that image is on the same side as the object of the center of enlargement. Image and object are on the same side of the center of enlargement. अगर center of enlargement यहाँ पर है, ठीक है, then object and image are on the same side. Okay, we are going to do some cases जिसमें ये नहीं भी होगा. So just to give you a quick revision, the first case we did in enlargement was when the scale factor was greater than 1. अगर scale factor greater than 1 है, इसका मतलब है कि आपकी image की size is going to be much enlarged than the object size depending upon the scale factor. अगर scale factor 2 है, तो आपका जो object होगा, image होगी, वो twice the size हो जाएगी of the image. Okay? या फिर आप ये भी कह सकते हो कि उसका distance center of enlargement से twice हो जाएगा as compared to the distance of object from the center of enlargement. Okay, now the second case. The second case, as you can see, is when the scale factor is between 0 and 1. So you can take, for example, k can be half. अब ये check करते. So this is my object and this is my image. Okay, what is the distance of point A from the center of enlargement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so OA is 8 centimeter. And what is the distance of OA dash?
4.
4 centimeter. So scale factor क्या होगा मेरा? It's the image distance divided by object distance, that is going to give me 0.5. So you can see over here that the scale factor is 0.5. Also you can find this out by the length. This is 3 units and AC dash is 1.5 unit. Okay, so scale factor could also be found out by taking A dash C dash, dividing it by AC. So A dash C dash is 1.5 divided by 3, again that's 0.5, right? So that is my scale factor. But what happens when your scale factor is between 0 and 1? What happens to the image? Is it bigger or is it smaller?
The image is shorter than the object.
You are going to say that the image is smaller. So image is smaller. But since the scale factor was still positive, so you can observe that the object and the image are on the same side. Object and image are on same side. ठीक है? Because k was between 0 and 1, image is going to be smaller and object and image are on the same side. Okay. Now, this was the case when you were already given the center of enlargement. Okay. अब मैं अगर आपसे कहूँ कि I need to find the center of enlargement. So please note that to find the center of enlargement, what you need to do is you just need to connect the corresponding points. Point A का corresponding point क्या है? A dash है. So if I am going to connect this corresponding point of A and A dash by a line, ठीक है, एक ये पॉइंट और कोई भी एक और पॉइंट, सो यू कैन कनेक्ट बी एंड बी डैश, ओके, बी एंड बी डैश, so b and b dash को connect करो. What you are going to observe is that the lines are going to intersect at a point known as the center of enlargement. So center of enlargement आप इस तरीके से भी फाइंड कर सकते हो, जब आपके पास ऑब्जेक्ट और इमेज गिवन है और आपसे कहा जा रहा है कि आपको यू हैड एन आइडिया कि ये enlargement है और enlargement को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए आपको सेंटर ऑफ enlargement चाहिए, तो आप करस्पॉन्डिंग पॉइंट्स को ज्वाइन कर दो. सही है, ए को ए डैश से एक लाइन बना दो एंड उसको एक्सटेंड कर दो, बी को बी डैश से कनेक्ट करके एक्सटेंड कर दो, जहां पे द टू लाइंस आर गोइंग टू इंटरसेक्ट, दैट इज सेंटर ऑफ enlargement फॉर यू. So this is how you can get center of enlargement. और अगर मुझे स्केल फैक्टर फाइंड करना है, वेरी सिंपल, मैंने अभी ये करके बताया आप लोगों को कि स्केल फैक्टर ये है. So then you can say that a dash c dash b dash, a dash b dash c dash is an enlargement of abc, is an enlargement with center this point, जो भी point होगा यहाँ पे, and the scale factor of 0.5. ठीक है, are these two cases clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Now we are going to see what happens if k value is negative but less than -1. So let's say k की value -2. अच्छा, now I want you to make observations. ये मेरा object है, ये मेरी image है. What can you say about the size of the object and image? Is the image bigger or smaller?
Sir, it's large.
It's bigger, right? So k is -2 over here. The scale factor is -2. The scale factor negative means that the image is going to be on the opposite side. Okay, the negative scale factor tells you that the image and object are on opposite sides, and image is larger or bigger than the object. ठीक है, so this was our, अच्छा, again if this point was unknown और ये object और image बनाकर दे दिए जाते, how would you have found the center of enlargement? You would just connect point A with A dash and B with B dash, तो ये center of enlargement आपको मिल जाएगा. Okay, now once you have the center of enlargement, अच्छा, now please consider this scenario. Object given है और center of enlargement given है, ठीक है. I want to draw A dash B dash C dash. A dash B dash C dash आपको फाइंड करना है. सही है. So किस तरीके से करेंगे आप ये देखो. This is center of enlargement. What is the column vector of A from the center of enlargement? Can anyone tell me the column vector of point A from the center of enlargement?
3 and 2.
3, 2. Okay. Now that is the object. ठीक है. When you multiply it with the scale factor that is -2, you are going to get -6 -4. So from the center of enlargement, you will have to go -6, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and -4. 1, -1, -2, -3, -4. So can everyone confirm that this is the image of point A?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. इसी तरीके से पॉइंट बी का कॉलम वेक्टर क्या है? पॉइंट बी का कॉलम वेक्टर इज 3 -2, राइट. जब मैं इसको स्केल फैक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा, आई एम गोइंग टू गेट -6 बट +4. So from the center of enlargement, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you go. This is the image of point B. तो मैं यहाँ पे B prime मार्क कर दूंगा. Similarly for point C, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 and 2. When you multiply it with the scale factor, you are going to get -12 and -4. So from the center of enlargement, I'm going to go -12, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. ये -12 हो गया, and then -4, -1, -2, -3, -4. That's C prime. जब ये तीनों पॉइंट्स आ जाएंगे, you can just make a triangle.
Okay, sir.
ईमान वी वोंट से कि अगर नेगेटिव स्केल फैक्टर होगा तो फिगर टिल्ट होगा. टिल्ट का मतलब कुछ और होता है. टिल्ट का मतलब होता है इट्स गोना बी स्लांट. सही है. सो वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू यूज दैट वर्ड फॉर इट.
So we can use the word inverted.
नहीं, इन्वर्टेड भी नहीं कर सकते. इन्वर्टेड इज आल्सो समथिंग एल्स. ठीक है. हाँ मतलब इस केस में तुम कह सकते हो इन्वर्टेड, लेकिन पता है इन्वर्टेड पर पूरा नहीं है. लाइक अगर इन्वर्टेड कहना होता तो फिर इन्वर्टेड ऐसे होता है, ये बी होता, ये ए होता, ये सी होता. लेकिन ये तो अदर वे राउंड है ना, ये यूं है. तो इसको इन्वर्टेड भी नहीं कहेंगे. सही है. अच्छा चलो अब आ जाओ द लास्ट केस इन द enlargement case, that is what if the scale factor is between -1 and 0. So let's take an example of k as -1/2. अगर मुझे फाइंड करना है स्केल फैक्टर, ऑब्जेक्ट इमेज गिवन है, इट्स सिंपली द इमेज का डिस्टेंस डिवाइडेड बाय ऑब्जेक्ट का डिस्टेंस. तो ये 1.5 है, ये 3 है, सो ऑब्वियसली इट्स गोना कम आउट एज -1.5. अच्छा एक मिनट होल्ड ऑन. इसका स्केल फैक्टर कैसे फाइंड करेंगे? लेट्स फाइंड दैट आउट. जो स्केल फैक्टर होगा, ठीक है, इट्स a डैश c डैश डिवाइडेड बाय ac. सो a डैश c डैश का जो डिस्टेंस है दैट इज 1.5 डिवाइडेड बाय ac दैट इज 3. आंसर तो आएगा 0.5, but you are going to incorporate a minus sign over here because of the fact that object and image are on the opposite side. So whenever the scale factor is negative, please keep this thing in mind that the image and object are on opposite side. सही. तो स्केल फैक्टर नेगेटिव आएगा. और इस केस में बिकॉज के स्केल फैक्टर इज बिटवीन -1 and 0, you can see that image is smaller or shorter than the object. सही. अब if you were given the center of enlargement, okay, if you were given the center of enlargement and the object और इमेज ड्रॉ करनी पड़ती तो इस तरीके से करते आप, जिस तरीके से कॉलम वेक्टर वाला हमने देखा था. OA is 4 and 2. ठीक है. If I multiply it with -0.5, I'm going to get -2 and -1. So from the center of enlargement -2 -1 ये A prime आ गया. इसी तरीके से point B is 4 1 2 3 4 5 4 and -5. तो जब मैं इसको -0.5 से मल्टीप्लाई करूंगा आई एम गोइंग टू गेट -2 and -5 plus 5/2. 5/2 is 2.5. So check कर लेते हैं. From the center of enlargement -2 और ये देखो 2.5, ये रहा B prime, and same goes for C. ठीक है. So are there any questions in enlargement? ये केसेस समझ में आ गए सबको? If there are any cases, please let me know. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The last thing that you have to learn in enlargement figures is कि जो, अच्छा इसको आप उससे लिंक करो. When you were doing congruent and similarity वाला चैप्टर, तो उसमें सिमिलर फिगर्स का एरिया आपने देखा था. ठीक है. सो इफ द टू फिगर्स वर सिमिलर, आप कहते थे कि जो एरियाज हैं सिमिलर फिगर का, that the ratio of the two areas is going to be equal to the ratio of the corresponding lengths के स्क्वायर के बराबर. अब यहाँ पे L1 over L2 जो है ना, एक मतलब the length of the image divided by the length of the object, तो ये scale factor ही होता है basically. So if I am saying that this is the area of the image and this is the area of the object, so area of the image is actually equal to k square times the area of the object. Hence you can see it over here. Area of the image is equal to k square times the area of the original figure. तो इस पे एक क्वेश्चन जल्दी से देख लेते हैं. The image of triangle ABC under enlargement is PQR given that the K is the scale factor. ठीक है. Given that the coordinates of the triangle A2, अच्छा मैं जल्दी से ये बना देता हूँ. Okay. 2, 1. This is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 2, 1, 5, 1, and 3, 3. Okay. This is triangle ABC. Then it says PQR is 3, 1. Q is 9, 1. And R is 5, 5. Okay. Draw the two triangles, ठीक है, and find the coordinates of the center of enlargement. Guys, center of enlargement कैसे find करेंगे? जल्दी से, can someone answer this? Today's formula, मतलब maths में नहीं
Where you can connect the points and wherever all three meet, that's the
Yes,
center
you
of
are going to
enlargement.
connect the corresponding points. So, okay, I'm going to connect point P with A and extend this. I'm going to connect point R with C and extend this. I'm sorry, my screen पे थोड़ा सा difference आएगा. If you were having a ruler, ठीक है, क्योंकि मैं screen पे काम कर रहा हूँ, तो इतना सही काम नहीं हो रहा. If you are having a ruler, you are going to notice that the center of enlargement is this point, 1, 1. ठीक है, that's your center of enlargement. One, and then find the scale factor. Scale factor कैसे find करोगे? Scale factor is simply going to be PQ का distance divided by AB का distance. सही है, तो PQ का distance you can see over here, 9 minus 3, that is 6, and AB का distance is 5 minus 2, that is 3. So 6 upon 3, that is 2. So the scale factor is 2, and obviously positive है तभी तो it's the object and the image are on the same side, and क्योंकि K is greater than 1, then you will have an enlarged figure. Yeah. Then find the area of triangle ABC and area of triangle PQR. Okay. One thing, यहाँ पे मेरे पास दोनों ग्राफ पेपर पे दोनों चीजें हैं. So I can easily find the area of triangle ABC and triangle area of triangle PQR by half into base into height. सही है. But the whole point is कि अगर मेरे पास let's say मुझे triangle ABC का area पता होगा. So triangle ABC का area क्या होगा मेरे पास? Half into base, that is 3, times what is the height of triangle ABC? Anyone?
2.
2. So 3 units square is the area of the triangle ABC. Now to find, because I know that PQR is an enlargement, I can just use this equation, K square times 3. ठीक है, K square times the area of the triangle ABC. तो K square क्या है? 2 है. 2 square times 3, that is 4 times 3, 12 units square. I want you just to give a quick recheck कि क्या ये सही है answer? For triangle PQR, the base is 6, and what is the height? 5 minus 1, that is 4. Just quickly check. You're going to get 12 units square. ठीक है? So this formula works. Okay, I hope this is also clear. अगर clear है तो can I move on to matrices? जल्दी
Yes,
से.
sir.
Okay. Now matrices का बहुत तवज्जो से सुनना, because this is I when I was a student I did struggle in remembering the matrices. ठीक. So this is a very cool trick that I'm going to show you right now. जिससे अगर कभी matrix transformation का question आता है, you can just find the matrix related to the transformation in few seconds. So जल्दी से देखते हैं. Don't worry, I'm going to show share these notes with you. So अभी के लिए सिर्फ सुन लो, because we are just having 10 minutes, तो सुन लेना. We do have matrices, Hani, in our syllabus. We don't have matrices in our syllabus. वैसे it is, it's okay if you have. अच्छा, IGC doesn't have. Yeah, fine. Okay, guys. So reflection in x-axis, every time you want to find the matrix of any transformation, आप इस तरीके से ये axis बनाओगे. You're going to write down the first point over here and the second point over here. Basically ये 1 0 है, ये 0 1 है, ठीक है. But this is the first point, this is the second point. Okay, now hear me. जब मैं रिफ्लेक्शन कर दूंगा x एक्सिस में, ठीक है, रिफ्लेक्शन करने के बाद x एक्सिस में where will point 1 go?
वहीं पे रहेगा।
वहीं पे रहेगा. So वहीं पे रहेगा, ठीक है. So वहीं पे रहेगा, ठीक है. और point 2 कहाँ चले जाएगा?
0 -1
0 -1 यहाँ पर आ जाएगा. सही है. ये मेरा point 2 है, ये मेरा point 1 की इमेज है. So point 1 की इमेज जो है वो है 1 0 और point 2 की इमेज है 0 -1. This is the matrix that is responsible for reflection in the x-axis. तो ये मैंने matrix find out कर लिया. This is the matrix responsible for reflection in the x-axis. अच्छा, अब इसी तरीके से reflection in the y-axis. I'm going to do the same. मैंने axis बनाया है, point 1 point 2 मार्क किए 1 0 0 1 पे. अब मैं अपने आप से पूछूंगा कि ठीक है, अगर y-axis में ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट रिफ्लेक्ट होगा तो वो कहाँ जाएगा? वो यहाँ जाएगा, राइट. दिस इज द इमेज ऑफ द फर्स्ट पॉइंट. और पॉइंट 2 कहाँ जाएगा?
डाउन.
वहीं पर रहेगा, मूव नहीं करेगा. तो अब जो ब्लू कलर से मैंने किया है उसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हैं? पॉइंट नंबर 1 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हैं? -1 0, ठीक है. और पॉइंट नंबर 2 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हैं? 0 1. ये मेरा मैट्रिक्स है दैट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द रिफ्लेक्शन इन द y एक्सिस. इसी तरीके से रिफ्लेक्शन इन द लाइन y इक्वल्स टू x. ओके, दिस इज माय फर्स्ट पॉइंट एंड दिस इज माय सेकंड पॉइंट. और मैंने y इक्वल्स टू x की लाइन बना ली. अब मुझे आप लोग बताएं कि फर्स्ट पॉइंट की, अगर ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट रिफ्लेक्ट होता है y इक्वल्स टू x की लाइन में, तो वो कहाँ रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगा? ये रिफ्लेक्ट होकर कहाँ जाएगा?
सर
0 1
2 पे चले जाएगा. और 2 वाला पॉइंट कहाँ जाएगा?
1 पे.
1 पे.
The x coordinate will replace the y coordinate.
यस. सो ये जो पॉइंट 1 है, ठीक है, वो पॉइंट 1 रिफ्लेक्ट होकर पॉइंट 2 पे चले जाएगा. सो दिस इज द इमेज ऑफ पॉइंट 1 एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द इमेज ऑफ पॉइंट 2. तो जब मैं मैट्रिक्स लिखने जाऊंगा, सो जो पॉइंट नंबर 1 है उसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हैं? 0 1. और पॉइंट नंबर 2 के मैट्रिक्स के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हैं? 1 0. This matrix 0 1 1 0 is responsible for reflecting an object in the line y equals to x. ठीक है. And in last we have reflection in the line y equals to -x. ये चार ही रिफ्लेक्शन आएंगी आपको मैट्रिक्स में, ठीक है. So don't worry about it. Okay, so again मैंने वही सब करना है. पॉइंट नंबर 1 पॉइंट नंबर 2 मार्क करना है, but this time the line is y equals to -x. मुझे ये बताओ कि पॉइंट नंबर 1 की रिफ्लेक्शन कहाँ चले जाएगी?
-1.
0 -1 पे, है ना. ये पॉइंट रिफ्लेक्ट होके यहाँ चले जाएगा. और ये पॉइंट नंबर 2 कहाँ रिफ्लेक्ट होगा?
2. -2.
यहाँ पे -1. ये पॉइंट नंबर 2 है, ठीक है. ये इसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स तो 0 1 ही है. तो ये इमेज है फर्स्ट पॉइंट की, ये इमेज है सेकंड पॉइंट की. तो फर्स्ट पॉइंट के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे 0 -1 और सेकंड पॉइंट के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे 1 0. सॉरी, सेकंड पॉइंट के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे -1 0. ठीक है. अब ये चारों रिफ्लेक्शन मैट्रिसेस हैं, इनको एक मिनट चेक कर लो. इफ यू गाइस हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस लेट मी नो, आई एम गोना आंसर दैट. If you guys want, you can take a screenshot as well. और अगर कोई questions हैं, नहीं समझ में आया किसी के, तो please let me know. We have 114 students in the class right now. दोबारा से समझा दो. Case 1 मतलब reflection in the x-axis. Okay. देखो, reflection in the x-axis मैंने इस तरीके से करवाया कि,
Sir, case number 4.
अच्छा किसी ने चैट पे केस नंबर 1 भी कहा, तो मैं पहले 1 और फिर 4 करवा दूँ. सो मुझे इसको x एक्सिस में रिफ्लेक्ट करना है. दिस इज माय x एक्सिस. जब मैं इसको इसमें रिफ्लेक्ट करूंगा, पॉइंट नंबर 1 इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी रिफ्लेक्टेड एनीवेयर. इट्स गोना रिमेन, उसकी इमेज यहीं पर बनेगी, बट पॉइंट नंबर 2 यहाँ चले जाएगा. सही है। सो पॉइंट नंबर 1 के जो कोऑर्डिनेट इमेज के कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे वो होंगे 1 0। पॉइंट नंबर 2 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे 0 -1। ये 1 यूनिट है, ठीक है। इसकी इमेज यहाँ पर आ जाएगी। केस नंबर 4 में मैंने ये करवाया कि y -x की लाइन में रिफ्लेक्शन होनी है, पॉइंट नंबर 1 पॉइंट नंबर 2 की। पॉइंट नंबर 1 गॉट रिफ्लेक्टेड ओवर हियर, पॉइंट नंबर 2 गॉट रिफ्लेक्टेड ओवर हियर। अब ये जो कोऑर्डिनेट है इसके पॉइंट नंबर 1 यहाँ पे तो 1 0 था, लेकिन रिफ्लेक्ट होने के बाद क्या हो गया 0 -1। तो पहले यहाँ पे 0 -1 आप लिखोगे। इसके बाद ये पॉइंट था 0 1, ये रिफ्लेक्ट होकर कहाँ चले जाएगा -1 0, तो -1 0 लिखोगे। y 1 1 will remain at its original position। मोहम्मद उमर, आप मेरे ख्याल से इसकी बात कर रहे हो। इसमें पॉइंट नंबर 1 अपनी पोजीशन पे इसलिए रहेगा बिकॉज इट्स एन इनवेरिएंट पॉइंट। इसका डिस्टेंस मिडल लाइन से 0 है, तो इसका इमेज का डिस्टेंस भी 0 होगा। इट्स गोइंग टू स्टे ओवर हियर बिकॉज दिस पॉइंट इज एन इनवेरिएंट पॉइंट इन दिस केस। चलो, इसका मतलब है कि अब रिफ्लेक्शन क्लियर है। यस, इट्स ऑन द लाइन ऑफ रिफ्लेक्शन।
Yes,
ओके,
sir.
अब आते हैं हम सेम लॉजिक से रोटेशन करेंगे, ठीक है। अब रोटेशन देख लो, दीज आर द ओनली 3 रोटेशन जिसके मैट्रिसेस आपसे पूछे जाएंगे। अमर अहमद, यस, इट इज गोइंग टू बी बैच 1 इज गोइंग टू बी ओवर इन 2 मिनट्स, लेकिन मैं 2-3 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा ले लूंगा, सही है, टू कंप्लीट व्हाट आई हैव स्टार्टेड। रोटेशन में इफ यू आर आस्क्ड 90 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज अबाउट रोटेशन, तो जब मैं 90 डिग्री रोटेट कर दूंगा, ठीक है, तो ये पॉइंट नंबर 1 कहाँ चले जाएगा? क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करना है मतलब यहाँ आ जाएगा, ठीक है। तो वुड यू गाइस एग्री कि पॉइंट नंबर 1 यहाँ आ जाएगा और पॉइंट नंबर 2 यहाँ आ जाएगा रोटेट होने के बाद?
Yes.
यस और नो? ठीक है।
Yes.
सो अब रोटेट होने के बाद जो कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे वो होंगे पॉइंट नंबर 1 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे 0 -1 और पॉइंट नंबर 2 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स होंगे 1 0। दैट इज द मैट्रिक्स। एंटी क्लॉकवाइज अगर मुझे रोटेट करना है, ठीक है, अबाउट द ओरिजिन, अगर मुझे एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करना है तो मैं क्या करूंगा? पॉइंट नंबर 1 is going to go over here and point number 2 is going to go over here 90 डिग्री एंटी क्लॉकवाइज रोटेट करने के बाद। तो इसके पॉइंट नंबर 1 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे 0 1 एंड पॉइंट नंबर 2 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे -1 0। इसलिए this is the matrix responsible for 90 डिग्री एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, ठीक। अब 180 डिग्री रोटेट करने के बाद पॉइंट नंबर 1, ठीक है, कहाँ पे चले जाएगा? 180 डिग्री रोटेट करने के बाद पॉइंट नंबर 1 कहाँ चले जाएगा?
Sir, left side पे चले जाएगा.
ठीक है, यहाँ आ जाएगा। दिस इज द पॉइंट नंबर 1। पॉइंट नंबर 2 कहाँ आ जाएगा? यहाँ आ जाएगा। सो पॉइंट नंबर 1 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या हो जाएंगे? -1 0 और पॉइंट नंबर 2 के कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या आ जाएंगे? 0 -1। दिस इज द आंसर। दिस इज द मैट्रिक्स रिस्पांसिबल फॉर 180 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज कह लो या काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज कह लो रोटेशन। सही है, रोटेशन क्लियर है। बस वही ट्रिक्स
Yes,
से
sir.
सारे मैट्रिसेस आपके पास अवेलेबल होंगे। अच्छा, अब इनलार्जमेंट का मैट्रिक्स तो बहुत इजी है। इनलार्जमेंट के मैट्रिक्स का जनरल फॉर्म होता है k 0 0 k, वेयर k इज अ स्केल फैक्टर। तो कभी अगर आपके पास एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन है जिसमें ये मैट्रिक्स गिवन है, तो दिस मैट्रिक्स इज एन इनलार्जमेंट मैट्रिक्स, ठीक है, विद द स्केल फैक्टर ऑफ 2 एंड द सेंटर ऑफ इनलार्जमेंट हमेशा 0 0। तो जब भी ये वाला मैट्रिक्स गिवन होगा तो यू कैन इजीली डिस्क्राइब। अब जैसे ये नेक्स्ट मैट्रिक्स है 1 1/2 0 0 1/2, सो दिस इज एन एनलार्जमेंट और इसका सेंटर ऑफ एनलार्जमेंट हमेशा 0,0 होगा और इसका स्केल फैक्टर होगा आपके पास 1/2, ठीक है। बस इतनी सी बात है। दिस इज एनलार्जमेंट फॉर यू। इसमें कोई भी क्वेश्चन?
No, sir.
नहीं है, ठीक है। अच्छा, guys, we are above the time, तो चलो I'm gonna email this document to you। फिर इसमें से कोई भी क्वेश्चन है मुझसे पूछ लेना। नेक्स्ट क्लास दैट इज इन मंडे। फिर व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इज कि मैं गूगल क्लासरूम पे एक 5 पेपर वर्कशीट पोस्ट करूंगा एंड इफ पॉसिबल यू गाइस ट्राई ऑल द क्वेश्चंस। अब मंडे वाली क्लास में मैं सारे क्वेश्चंस का सॉल्यूशंस आपको करके बताऊंगा कि किस तरीके से मैं वर्किंग कर रहा हूँ, so that you guys have an idea। लेकिन पहले से ट्राई कर लेना वो क्वेश्चंस and from Monday onwards if we are done with the past paper question we can start the new chapter as well। Okay, so you guys can take a leave now। Thank
Okay,
you
sir.
so
Sir,
much।
please upload the video recording as well.
Ji, I'll upload it on the Google Classroom। There is no attendance so far abhi tak। So you can chill out on it. Yeah, the worksheet that I'm going to send you is the transformation. Is just on transformation. So you can have a look at it.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Sir,